looked at Chucky. I said, "Hey, Chucky, remove your head or I'm gonna knock your head off." Jordan's now 23, but when he was about 3 or 4 years old, he was terrified of mascots. And so I couldn't take him to a Titans game or a Predators game here locally or any kind of baseball game that had a mascot. We'd have to leave the stadium if he saw T-Rack or something. And so one day, I don't know if I think he was 3 years old, and he wanted to spend his birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I forgot that Chuck E. Cheese had mascots, and Chuck E. Cheese is a mascot. And we get there, party's going great. Then Chuck E. Cheese comes out and ruins the birthday party. So he's losing it, and me as a father, I'm beginning to lose it, and I'm trying to tell Jordan he's not a real whatever Chuck E. Cheese is, and it's not working. And so the birthday party's getting ready to come to an end. Chuck E. Cheese is not cheap, and especially when you invite all the friends and everything. And so I was like, you know what, we're going to settle this. So Chuck E. Cheese left the room and went into the kitchen. And I followed Chuck E. Cheese into the kitchen with my son in my arms, just losing it, crying. And I said, "Hey, Chucky." And Chucky turned around and I said, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor. You see here, my son's losing it. And I'm trying my best not to lose it. And Jordan's absolutely just going crazy." And I said, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor. My son is terrified of mascots. Would you please remove your head, your helmet, and show my son that it's just a person in there?" And Chucky looks at me and just goes, doesn't say anything. Chucky doesn't speak. I don't think he does. And he just shakes it, no. And I said, "Chucky," and my son's is getting worse. And I said, "Hey, I need you to remove your head." And he goes, "No." And so I've lost it as a dad, and I'm a Christian, nonviolent man. That it came to a point where I looked at Chucky. I said, "Hey, Chucky, remove your head, or I'm gonna knock your head off." Chucky's now just staring at me, not giving anything. The manager walked up and says, "Hey, is there an issue?" I said, "Yeah, I need Chucky to take his head off so my son can calm down and we can enjoy his birthday party." And the manager said, "No, we can't do it. It's company policy." And I said, "No, Chucky's going to remove his head. I'm not leaving." So I was to the point where I was ready to get arrested. And they said, "Okay, this one time." And so Chucky takes his head off, and there's this little 15-year-old girl beneath the helmet. I was like, oh, I just threatened to punch a 15-year-old girl. And it was a bad dad moment.
A bit of
And it was
a
kind of
Wizard of Oz moment.
yeah. But you know what? It solved the problem. From that point, my son was never afraid of mascots when he saw innocent 15 terrified year old girl. So it's not a